I wish things were different.
Ellie!
But they ain't.
How do I start talking about this game? This review will have some spoilers, but I'll try not to cover the narrative too much. Okay, so The Last of Us Part 2 is a really good game and has some great storytelling on revenge and the senseless violence that comes with it, in my opinion. But I had never thought I would say this about a game, but the story for me at least felt a bit too long. I mean, there were times where I thought the game was ending and it kept going. This isn't necessarily a bad thing though. I felt some sections of the game could have been shorter. There were definitely some pacing issues in the story for me at times, and most of those moments were when you played as Abby.
Oh shit.
Speaking of Abby, it really took me some time to feel comfortable playing as her. I remember when the game gives you control of her, I was just saying no, I want to go back to playing as Ellie. But eventually the character grew on me and I began to understand her better. Seeing how both Abby and Ellie's stories play out, how the consequences of both of their actions have affected their own lives negatively, and playing through the choices they made was at times very uncomfortable. There were many moments where I wanted to make the characters turn away to stop them from doing something bad, but the story forces you to continue. It really wants you to understand the dark journey of revenge. The game really does a great job in making you feel guilty when you take someone out. And it even offers you the choice of bypassing rooms filled with people without killing any one of them, which I liked, as it made the games feel less linear. I also loved the gameplay mechanics. It has improved quite a bit from part 1. The combat was good and challenging, and playing stealthily really kept you on your toes. It was a good gameplay loop that I never got tired of. And yes, I liked it in the first one as well, but I am also aware that it had its problems. The way both Ellie and Abby fight is pretty different. Ellie has a more agile style of combat, which is useful for the stealth takedowns, but fighting enemies head-on is harder with her. Abby, on the other hand, plays very similar to Joel in the first game, in the sense that they both are much better at hand-to-hand combat, but stealth takedowns take time to do as compared to Ellie. The acting, as expected, is amazing. Everyone stands out in his or her own right, and all of them brought a level of emotion in their performances that had me feel happy, sad, and angry.
Thing by it.
I was talking about your fight with Seth. Wait, you kissed Dina?
The amount of detail put in the performances is incredible. Hearing the small inflections in the characters' voices and having jaw-dropping facial animations to match makes it feel so real. The Naughty Dog team and everyone else involved have really outdone themselves with this one.
Where have you been?
I overall liked The Last of Us Part 2 a lot. I thought it had a dark, emotional story that really takes you on a long journey about violence, love, and hate. And it all fits in with this setting perfectly. And the additions of factions like the WLF and Seraphites brought up some interesting storytelling elements too.
Who are these guys?
I really wanted to platinum this game when I started it. But after completing it, I think I'll give it some time before I return to it again, like I did for the first one. The Last of Us Part 2 is on the list of being one of the greatest games in this generation. Does it top my personal list of best games on the PS4? No, but it is definitely on there. That is why I would recommend that you buy this game. I know there have been a lot of opinions on it, but I would advise you to try it yourself to find out how you feel about it. I personally think the negative reactions have been a bit hyperbolic, as I didn't find the game to be bad in any way at all.
You kissed Dina.
She kissed me.
I hope you found this review helpful. What did you think of The Last of Us Part 2? Let me know in the comments below. Right now, I'll leave you with one of my favorite scenes from the game. Until next time, stay safe and wash those hands.
If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts I've no need for anymore, 'cause I believe, and I believe 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me.